Good evening, good morning, good night from wherever you're watching us. You are highly welcome to this new tutorial where we are going to be learning how to use ClickUp. If you have an account with ClickUp, you simply click on login. If you don't have, you click on sign up first by going to clickup.com, and the link to ClickUp is available in the description of this video. So we are going to sign up first. Click on sign up here, put your email there, click on next. Then you put your details here, and then you put your password down here, of course after putting the email here. Then you click on play with ClickUp. Then a code will be sent to your email. You put that code here. Then you click on verify. Then after that, you will answer the basic questions like how many people are in your company, what you want to use ClickUp for, and in all you click on next, next, next. You'll keep on clicking next, and finally, it will bring you to the home page here. This is how your default home page will look like. So down here, you notice we have spaces, dashboards, and documents, and then we also have notifications, and we can also see more here, that is the goals. So how now do we use this ClickUp to manage our projects? You simply come down here under spaces, you click on the drop-down arrow, and then you click on view everything, so that now you are able to view all this. Another way, you can also view at your team space, where you just click on team space, and then you can now add your projects. So then we can also go to our dashboards here, and you can also create your private dashboards. You can create documents here. So let's start from the top here, where we just want to create a workspace. So to create a workspace, you simply come here to spaces, and you click on new space here. Then you give the space name. So let me call this space video projects, and then I click on next, and I can also decide to use templates here. I can select any of the templates here. So in this case, I'm not going to be using any of the templates. I'll click back, and then I'll put the space name here. I'll call it video projects, and then after clicking on next, I can choose the colors here. Let me choose green, and then I click on next. Then if it's private, I click on private here. If it's not private, I click on my workspace here. Then I click on next. What task statuses do I want? Now, because I want to do a video project, I want there to be custom. And then I want content. And then I want, if it's normal, I click on normal. And then I can add the status here. So if I go with custom, you notice the custom has the to do. And then I can add the status there, whichever status that I need. So I just click on next, so that I just have a very simple task. Then in terms of priorities, I can choose here, tags, custom fields, and all this. So I'll just choose priority, and then I'll choose on time tracking. So these are the clicks that I'll be having on my project. Maybe, yeah, that will be enough. So I can choose any other. So I'll click on next. And then default settings, I can look at the settings here. Which one do I want? Do I want a list? Do I want board? Whichever I want. I want to stick to list. Then I click on review space. And then the space name is video projects. The avatar is V. All the things I've selected are here, and including the ClickUps, which include the tags, the custom fields, and multiple assignees, and incomplete warning. And then I have the dependency warning. Then I click on create space. So now, you notice now on my left-hand side, I have my video projects new space. So now if I want to work on that, if I want to work from that workspace, I click on video projects, and it opens here. Then I can do all that I want with this video project. Now, how do I work with it? Because it's a video project, it basically means I have tasks under this project. To add a task, I'll click at the top here. I can also add the description. I can also add a comment. So let me create a task, new task. Down here, I'll give the task name, and I call it corporate video. That's the task. Then I can click on save. So you now notice under our to-do task, we have corporate video added under video projects. So if now I want to edit this or to work with this video, I can add a subtask here. I can also edit the tags, and I can also rename it. So let me rename it so that I can just correct the spelling. So now we have it there. So if now I want to add the subtask, I come here, click on create a subtask, and then under corporate video, which subtask do I need? I need shooting. Then I click here on save. Then I need to create another task under corporate video. I need editing. Then I click on save, and maybe I need review. Then I'll click on save. So you now notice under our video projects space, we have one task called corporate video, and it has 3 subtasks. So these subtasks have not been assigned to anybody, and they have no due date. So for shooting, I'll come here under assignee and click on this arrow. Then I can assign it to someone. So in this case, I'm the only one in this workspace, so it's automatically assigned to me. Then for the due date, I have not set the due date. So let me set the due date for shooting. I click on that calendar, and then I want the due date to be on 1st of July. Then I click on close. So you notice now the due date is tomorrow. Then I can also do the due date for editing. I'll give that maybe 5 days. Then I click on close. So you notice the due date for editing is Wednesday. And then the due date for reviewing, maybe I'll give it on 7th. I click on close. And that is how you add the due date. And up here, we can add a column. We can add a column here if we need to add anything. If I click on add, you notice I can add either a drop down, I can add a text, I can add a date, I can add the progress, which maybe is auto. I can add a checkbox, I can add email, I can add files. So whichever thing I want to do, I just do that. So let me say, for instance, in this video shooting, I want to add files. So I click on files. Then after shooting, this person will add the field name here, and maybe he will call it raw. And then they'll add the files here, the file type, whatever it is, they're going to add the attachment there. And then we can also add another column, maybe for comments. I want someone, maybe the person who has shot to comment, the person who has edited to also make their comment. I'll simply come down here and maybe click on text, and then call this one comments. And then I click on add column. So notice now we have comments here, such that the person who goes to shoot will simply do the shooting, come and click on the comments and add his comment, maybe shooting done. Let me type that, shooting done. And that is it. You notice for the comment here, shooting done. For the editing, again, the person will click on the comment section, and then they can now comment on what is going on, maybe editing ongoing, that way. So you now notice I'm able to view my project just on one page, what is happening, the comments, the progress. I can even add a column for the progress there. So if I want to rearrange my columns here, I simply come and click on one of them this way. Then I can decide where to move it. So for instance, if I click on move to start, you notice our row has been moved to the start here. And another way to do it is simply by, you can just drag these ones. So notice the comments are here. I can drag them to be here. That is also another easy way. I want the due date to be the first one. I drag it, and there we have it. So you notice now our due date is the first one. So that is how you create projects, add tasks and subtasks. So for the notifications, you click on the notifications. This is where you get the notifications now for what progress have been made in your work, either for new or cleared. You can also arrange them to show all notifications. Finally, you can add documents in your ClickUp. You simply come to document here. Then you can look at all documents or documents assigned to you, or documents that are shared, or private documents. So whichever document you need, you select there. But if you want to create a new document, you click on documents, then click on add new. And then you'll give the document title here. So I'll call this document agreement. And then I can type what I need in this document. Now, you can also use commands while on ClickUp. To get the commands, you simply put the slash, and then you get all these details. If it's a table, a banner, checklist, and all this. So I want a table. So I'll click on table. And you notice now I have a table there. Maybe now I can put the details on my table. Then, so you notice now we have our table there. So that's how you use commands here. So if I click on the second part, I can put the slash again, then I decide what I need. You notice we have all this. We can use a button, we can click, we can create bulleted list, we can put mentions on the pages, we can add all this, we can even embed links. Finally, for goals, if you click on goals, you can set goals here, and the goals, you can break them down into measurable targets and track progress in real time. So if I click on set a goal down there, I can give the goal name. Maybe I'll call the goal follow-up, and then I click on OK. Then the owner, which is optional, so I'll assign it to me, and I click on OK. Then who has access to this goal? Maybe it's private to me, or my team has it, so I select on one, click on that. Is there a date to this goal? If I have a date, I select the date there. Yes, the date is today. I click on OK. Then I can describe the goal. What do I need to achieve with this? Again, I can use the commands. I can put the / there. Then I can get the bullet list. Then the goal is to do ABC, enter DEF, GHI. So maybe those are my goals. Then I click on OK. And so we have our goal set there. So we have to follow up on A, B, C, D, and all these details. And then I can now create the targets, and targets are specific and measurable pieces that help me to reach the goal. So I can click on create the target. Then I can call the target name is target for ABC. Then I click on OK. I am the owner. I click on me. Then click on OK. The target type, is it a number, true or false, currency, or all this? Maybe I'll click it on to be true or false. Have you reached out to the person? Yes or no? So you notice there we have it. So we have our goal, and we have the timeline here. So that is how you also create goals on ClickUp. So I hope this helps you in managing your projects very well, especially when it comes to team or individual projects. So that is how you simply use ClickUp to manage your project. Kindly like this video, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.